Have you ever wondered what it feels like to wake up to the sound of over 200 artillery shells being fired? Imagine the citizens of Yeonpyeong Island in South Korea abruptly stirred from their sleep by the thunderous noise of artillery shells slicing through the early morning air. North Korea, their neighbor to the north, had decided to start the day by launching over 200 rounds of artillery shells towards this unassuming island. South Korea, ever vigilant, sprang into action. The government ordered civilians to seek shelter immediately, prioritizing their safety above all else. Simultaneously, the military responded in kind, launching their own live-fire drills. The intent was clear: to show that they were prepared for any eventuality and would not be intimidated by this unexpected barrage. This isn't a scene from a war movie. It happened recently on Yeonpyeong Island. When under attack, how would you respond? In the face of such a provocation, South Korea didn't hesitate. It ordered civilians to seek shelter and conducted live-fire drills. In a show of resolve and determination, South Korea retaliated by firing 400 rounds towards North Korea. This was a clear message. They would not be bullied or intimidated. North Korea, on the other hand, denied posing any threat. They claimed that all projectiles landed in the buffer zone, a maritime strip created to reduce border tensions. This buffer zone, north of the northern limit line, the de facto maritime border, was set under an inter-Korean military accord signed in late 2018. But the North unilaterally scrapped the accord last November, following Seoul's partial suspension of the deal in protest of the North's successful launch of a military spy satellite. The two Koreas have been technically at war since the Korean War ended in 1953, with the Demilitarized Zone standing as a tense and volatile border. Despite the mounting tensions, South Korea showed that it would stand its ground, refusing to be cowed by North Korea's provocations. South Korea didn't back down, they stood their ground. Could this be the beginning of a new conflict? As we delve deeper into the situation, we uncover a simmering tension along the Korean Demilitarized Zone. North Korea, in an unexpected turn of events, has declared it will no longer seek reconciliation with its southern neighbor. This declaration is not without context, however. The Korean Central News Agency, or KCNA, has justified their artillery drills as a direct response to military exercises conducted jointly by the United States and South Korea. North Korea perceives these activities as a threat, an act of provocation, and has reacted accordingly with its artillery fire. The strained relations between the two Koreas took a chilling turn when North Korea launched a spy satellite into space. This action, perceived as a violation of several international norms, led to a significant cooling of relations. The satellite's successful launch was a stark reminder of North Korea's growing technological prowess and its potential implications on regional security. This escalating tension is not an isolated incident, but a symptom of a long-standing conflict. The Korean War may have ended in 1953, but the recent events suggest that the two countries remain technically at war. The artillery fire, the military exercises, and the spy satellites, they are all pieces of a complex puzzle, a testament to a conflict that has lasted for over 70 years. The Korean War ended in 1953, but it seems the two countries remain technically at war. What happens when a leader decides to suppress the whole territory of South Korea? Picture this. It's a chilly morning on the Korean peninsula. The North, under the command of its leader, Kim Jong-un, has sent a clear message, ringing out in the form of 200 artillery shells splashing into the maritime buffer zone off its western coast. This is not merely a show of power. It's a call for stepped-up preparations, a declaration of intent to suppress South Korea. But why now? The answer lies in a military accord, an agreement designed to reduce border tensions, signed by the North and South in September of 2018. The North, however, unilaterally scrapped this accord last November. The trigger? A protest from Seoul. The South had partially suspended the deal in response to the North's successful launch of a military spy satellite. The launch, a seemingly innocuous event in the grand scheme of things, had far-reaching implications. It marked a shift in the balance of power, a turn in the tide that left the accord and possibly peace itself hanging by a thread. This latest act of saber-rattling by the North, this artillery barrage, is more than just a display of military might. It's a statement, a message to the world that the North is ready, willing and capable of taking on the South. It's a declaration of intent, a warning to those who would stand in its way. The chessboard is set, the pieces are moving. We're only spectators in this high-stakes game.